all. So I just finished hosting an hour-long reading sprint for the Reading Rush, and my god, how much fun was that. It's wild doing something on Twitter where you're getting that much response. It was so much fun. I didn't do any reading for an hour, obviously. I did not have a game plan going in, but I decided to just like run with the whole like my reading is odd and like ask people to show me their oddities and weird gifs, and it was so much fun. I want to do that all day. I don't think I could, but like I want to do that more. But anyway, it is now 3:07 a.m. I am dead. Fun for any of you guys who are new to my channel now. Thank you for coming. That was wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed myself. So big thank you to Ariel for reaching out and asking me if I wanted to do it, because that was a blast. Good morning, folks. It is now day 4 of the readathon, and I am still reading The Troop. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I stayed up and did that reading sprint until 3:30 in the morning, and then I couldn't sleep, so I went to bed at like 4:30 in the morning. But we have exciting things today to do. I think I'm gonna go paint pottery tonight, so that's gonna be fun. Sorry, the fan's on, it's hot. So yeah, I'm not excited to read this, but let's do it. This one kid killed a cat, so I hope this kid gets fucking worms and they eat his fucking face off. So I just watched the video challenge for today, and the video challenge is to show off your reading nook. My reading nook, more or less, is my bedroom. And I'm gonna show you guys actually the reading nook that I set up a couple weeks ago. So this is my bedroom. It's not like 100% clean because, you know, how life works. Also, all of my pillowcases are stained. Don't come for me, it comes with having fun hair. Beautiful purple wall. Yeah, so if you just sort of pan over here, ignore the fan, that typically is not there, but whatever. This right here is my little reading nook that I set up. It has a couple baskets, a nice chair. I love this lamp because I get to do this. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. This is where I like to read at night. When Jeff is asleep, I watch him sleep while I read, so that's what I like to do. So I just really love this piece of art a lot, and I really like that this is like an outdoor summer chair, but I just made it work for this space. I'm hoping at some point to get some plants to go, like bigger ones to go around here. I like to sit in this reading nook and I like to stare at all my plants up here. And then what I do is I typically read at night. I just like to sit in this little corner and get some reading in. Sometimes on the bed, sometimes over here. Lately on the bed because the fan is faced that way and it's just too hot to do anything else. I read at night. And then I always bring a Starbucks thing of water, which I will show you. Not really a recipe as much as it is. I just bring my Starbucks cup with my gay straw in there, fill it up with water, and go sit in my nook in front of all my plants. Ah, yes. This is my favorite place to be, is right here. Another favorite part of this room is my oddities shelf. This has all of my little bits and bobs from my travels, so I can show you guys some stuff. This is an old earring of my mom's. This is a soap from our honeymoon. These little elephants, which I have multiple of them, were my grandparents from Africa, so love those. This was my stepdad's camera. This thing is when I took a sword and cut off the end of a champagne bottle on our honeymoon.
But now we are going to celebrate it.
Yes, we are.
This beautiful and sweet couple.
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you so much.
now you have to show to everyone that you trust your wife. Do you trust your wife?
Absolutely.
100%?
Absolutely.
Okay, we will see. To handle the bottle like this, very strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you sure you trust her?
Yes.
We're going to open in a Napoleon style.
Oh, it's gonna be so good with a knife.
Oh no.
Baby.
Too much wine. 5 fingers.
Okay, don't worry. Ready? At my tree, yeah? Not like this. This inclination, like this.
Okay.
Strong, okay?
You ready
Wait.
for this?
1, And 2.
it.
And 3.
Play.
Nope.
The top of the bottle came off. The actual bottle came off. The glass came off with it.
Let the top of the bottle always come off? Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you make
Does
me
the top
cry.
of the bottle always come off? Or
Little lipstick holder, dead ladies things, cork from our honeymoon as well, an old cell phone of mine. Up here you have a scary grandma, my hand, a 25-cent piranha, Playboy charm that my dad gave my mom in like the 80s, Statue of Liberty, various dead people's rings, a lobster keychain that I paid 56 cents for, my mom's parrot earrings that weigh like 8 pounds, golf balls that I kept in my backpack that I stole from Mini Putt, and I had them in my backpack for like years. This is a bronze cat from the Coliseum. Various little dinosaurs that I got over the years. This is Jeff's boutonniere from our wedding. This is a hedgehog. Or is it a wizard? This is Jeff's periwinkle teeth. Up here we have more corks, a shell from a trip, PEI, Cuba, which is I didn't actually go to, a friend of mine brought that to me. Another sheep, Edgar Allan Poe. This is a leg off of a Chesterfield. That's a whole thing. Dead lady's perfume, stuff from Mexico. Never been to Mexico. More dead people's rings, a pterodactyl, of course. More sand in bottles, more of these little African doodads, and most importantly, my ally pin from when I was in university. But yeah, that is a couple things in my oddity shelf. This one needs some help, as you can tell, but yeah, at some point, this one will also look like this one. So that's my little oddities tour, but for now, I have about 2 hours to read. I'm gonna finish a bit more of The Troop. That's just small doses for that book, let me tell you. Actually going to switch it up, change up my my TBR, of course, and I'm gonna read volume 7 and 8 of Saga, because I have these and I haven't read them yet. They're gonna be short and easily digestible, and maybe I want to read 7 things. Okay. So I'm still reading The Troop, and they just talked about Kingston Penitentiary, there's a word I can't say, Kingston Jail, and it's wild because the jail is closed now, and I might actually go there on a tour soon. It's like leading me down the hallways. I might actually be where this book is, which is fucked up because I don't want to be where this book is. So I just sat and I finished Saga Volume 7. It's 5 stars. They've all been 5 stars. Who am I kidding? This one was way more emotional than the other ones. And it's sad. And I can't really say anything without it being a spoiler. But I'm sad. Alright, Bubby, we have to take an Instagram challenge. Come here. Come here. We gotta take an Instagram picture together. We decided not to paint pottery tonight, and instead we're gonna eat burgers, we're gonna go to Rona, maybe to Structube.
Yeah, maybe.
Check out what they got in there.
Oh.
And then on the weekend we'll paint pottery.
Oh.
So that'll be fun. Well, we're not going to Pottery, but we are going to Rona. What's Rona's slogan?
I don't know.
Where wood is?
I don't know. I didn't even know Rona had a slogan. I thought they were just Rona.
Rona.
Rona. Kind of like Roadhouse.
Like what?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse?
Rona.
Okay. We're outside Rona. There's like birds trying to kill each other, and it's like really fucked up. Like, they're like fighting and shit. Yes. What the fuck is going on? Birds, are you okay? Oh yeah? this thing?
Hello, Mr. Squirrel.
So, like, I want one, but how do I care for you? And these guys too. Oh, so pretty. You want one? Found these. It's like a watermelon pepperomia.
A watermelon pepperoni?
A watermelon pepperomia, I think, is what that is. It just says assorted tropical.
You get that one, I'm naming it pepperoni.
That's fine. It is a Syngonium photophyllum.
I'm naming that one Sigourney
A white
Weaver.
butterfly arrowhead plant, and this is just stunning. There's like one in this whole place.
I'm naming that one Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Sigonia Weaver. Yeah.
Sigonium weaver.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
And pepperoni.
Like, this is a philodendron, but I don't know how to take care of it, and one of its leaves looks sad.
I would just name that one Phil.
Philodendron. You know, you don't have bad ideas. And then I really kind of want one of these guys. This is a Marantha.
I'd call it Miranda.
What is this? See, they don't label it, and I'm like, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Kind of looks like a dragonfly. Like right there. That chunk right there. Looks kind of like a dragonfly.
That's the thing, I like big box stores for prices and stuff, but like it's hard when you want to know what a plant is and you just don't already know. Like I looked at this and went, Kaylee Allen
Well,
probably.
that one's Sigonia.
Yeah, but these ones,
Sigonia Weaver. And that one's pepperoni.
how do I
There you
take
go.
care of this
That's
low
all you need
light?
to know.
Perfect, low light plant. I can fuck with you. What is this? There's like one of these. Oh, he's kind of sad looking on
It
the
looks
side.
like kale.
Purple Passion. A Guarana
Sounds like a pot strain.
Genura Orantica. I'm from Java. I enjoy medium light. It's so cool. It looks like a
From
bat.
where?
From Java.
From Java?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Cool. I didn't realize that was a place. I thought that was a coffee.
Oh, they feel kind of velvety. What is this? Assorted tropical. I don't know what that is.
Assorted tropical.
Do I want a croton?
Do you want a crouton?
A croton? They're really beautiful. I don't know how to keep these alive either.
These ones look like a call-in.
Highlight. They need highlight, so like probably not in our house. Yeah, they're cool, but I don't think they would survive in our house. As much as I... Oh, there's cactuses over here that I completely missed. Oh, how did I miss this? Oh, snap. I love cactuses. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit. I still want a booby cactus, which
You're a booby cactus.
can be a booby cactus. What are you doing?
I thought you were ready for your close-up.
That is large. Oh, they're kind of wild.
And some more of these thingers. Red Juniors.
This table. You comfy?
Not really.
A happy plant, bitch. Slap your ear back. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry. Your ear's inside out, dummy. So I picked up 2 plants while I was at Rona, They had a pretty good selection there. It's just not a lot of them are labeled, and because I'm a new plant bitch, I like don't know what the fuck they are. I go, you look familiar, but I don't know if I can care for you. I got two that I do know what they are. I got this beautiful guy, which is called Assorted Tropical, but this is a peperomia watermelon, basically, or peperomia argyria, something like that, I think is the technical name for it. Basically looks like a little watermelon, kind of, and it's so cool. I like the stems are red. I have no stems that are like this color, and it's beautiful, and its leaves feel like just nice, and they're like really cool. I don't know, I think they're cool. Do you guys think they're cool? So then the next one was this guy, which is so cool. Can't wait to show you guys in the light because it's getting dark now, but this is a Syngonium podophyllum or something like that, which is basically a white butterfly arrowhead plant, and it's so cool. So the leaves start off like green, and then as they mature turn into this like beautiful like white pattern. It's so cool. It's so cool. I don't have any other plant like that. Peperomia is cat safe. This one is not, so I do have to be careful if Bubby tries to eat this one. You know, everyone I talk to, there's pet safe plants, and for the most part, like if they're gonna eat it in any quantity, it's gonna make them sick. So you can get ones that are safer than other ones, but for the most part, if they're gonna eat it, they're gonna get sick. So luckily she doesn't really seem to be bothered, and she hasn't really tried to chomp on anything yet, so I'm pretty thankful that way. This is really cool. So the one is in a 4-inch pot, this one is in a 3.8-inch pot, and so I'm gonna try to find some decorative pots to put these in at some point. This one is a low light. I have to look into the peperomia. I actually don't know what that one likes. And then I'm considering moving some of these around my house once I clean other rooms, because as it is right now, this is getting a little bit redonkulous up here. So I just finished The Troop, and it's funny because in the acknowledgement, Nick Cutter says, "I'd like to thank Stephen King, whose first novel, Carrie, was a great inspiration to me while I was writing. The use of newspaper clippings, interview, and magazine profiles seemed a perfect way to not only tell Carrie, but also The Troop, where so much information is unknown to the main characters, yet must be related to the readers. Seeing how artfully Mr. King employed these devices, I figured I'd, borrow that structure? Steal? Lord, I hope not. Let's just say I found the narrative of Carrie to be perfect for my uses and grafted my own story on it. If you've read this book and you're now reading this, hopefully you'll agree that the plot of Carrie, a story about a telekinetic girl with a really bad mom who rains death and destruction on her small-minded hometown, and the plot of The Troop are about as dissimilar as any two books could be. That said, I wanted to honor the master, so honor paid." So that's kind of nice, because it's funny, because literally as I was reading this, I was like, this book reads like Carrie. So if you want to read something with a similar structure and like storytelling wise, yeah, this was good. Body horror. Was it gross? Yeah. And the thing is, I think that like once it started to be gross, it didn't really gross me out too much more from there. So like it was kind of like, well, okay, we know what we're getting into, you know? So I think if you keep an open mind of like, okay, it's going to get bad, but just know that it doesn't really necessarily get too much worse. One thing I really liked is that you really do end up liking all the characters, and the characters go through their own stuff on this fucking island, and it's hard to read, and I don't know, just really liked it. I definitely will be picking up other books by Nick Cutter now. They have other ones that look like this, like with the spine and stuff, and the font, and so I'll be picking those up because I want to read more by him for sure. I'm happy to say that this is, in fact, a 5-star. I wanted to say my first 5-star, but I rated the 2 saga books. I read both 7 and 8 today, and I rate them both 5 stars because I love that whole series, but that was kind of an expected 5 stars for me. This wasn't. Like, this was something that I was completely unfamiliar with, and happy to say that this is a 5-star book. Do I recommend this? Yeah, if you can handle body horror and like worms and stuff and bugs, yeah, I'd say read it. I think it's a good time. Yeah, I just have like personal ties to Scouts, and so the fact that this is like Scouts and Scouts set in Canada is just like very fun for me, because it's like Scout Troop 52 and like them talking about going on like Cub car rallies and stuff like that, and it's all things that like I have knowledge about, so it was just made it a little bit more real to me. And I had to like stop and fact check a couple things, which is kind of funny. I thoroughly enjoyed this, so happy to say that it is over though. That's what's the thing with the horror book. It's like you read it and it's like, it's done. I'm happy about it. Have a big iced tea from McDonald's. It's hot. So yeah, I have one book left for the readathon. Can you believe that? So this is actually a sneak peek of all the books that I've read this month, but I've read Moonstruck, Death of Mrs. Westaway, Hot Dog Girl, Saga 7, 8, and then The Troop, all for the readathon. And then the last book I have is not middle game, is Hollow Kingdom by Kira Jane Buxton. So I have this to read of my original TBR, Wilder Girls, that I would like to read. And I also want to try to read as much as I can of The Talisman. So can I finish these in the next 3 days? No. But can I attempt to read some of them? Yes. Oh, okay, so I just read the first chapter of Hollow Kingdom, and it is told by the perspective of a crow whose name is Shitturd. That's right, ST for short, but his name is Shitturd, and he's going to tell us how the apocalypse came to be. Perfect, wonderful, everything I could ever want a book to be. It's right here. Wow, can't wait to get into this, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.